on the last live pops back on here because we were having some technical difficulty and it was really strange. Going to see if anybody else is able to pop on. Going to sit here for a second and just see if anybody pops on. I may have to repost this again. Hi there. I've got one person in here. Yeah, I just had to, I had a whole other live stream set up. Oh, good. It's working great, finally. Okay, so sorry about that. A little Halloween Siway technical difficulties. But we will get started here in a second. I was trying to get it set up so it like shows my regular setup. But unfortunately it wasn't letting me with my computer, and maybe it's my connection tonight. I'm not sure. But I'm just doing it through the mobile stream. So this will save and I'll be able to post it later. So I'm not worried about it. I wanted to just do a special Siway Halloween reading for tonight. And it was really interesting because I just wrapped up my Halloween and Day of the Dead readings today, and I left out most of the cards that we used for that batch of readings. And so if you haven't checked your Halloween and Day of the Dead readings yet, make sure that you go back and do that. But this is something a little different and a little more special. I mean, they're all special, but I have a lot more oracle for this one, and it is for a general collective. So make sure, oh, thank you, Ishka, I appreciate that. Make sure that you do realize that you take what resonates and then leave what doesn't. If it does not resonate, don't try to force it. Don't try to make it fit. Do understand that energies can flip-flop, crisscross, and or flip-flop, crisscross, and or what am I trying to say? I can't even think right now. I'm not sure why. But anyway, everybody encompasses both masculine and feminine energies within them. It's just a matter of balance. So, general collective. This is for everybody, all signs. Take it with an open mind. And also, because I have so many oracle, do understand that we're going to be here for a minute. So, roll yourself a joint. Get yourself a little cocktail or a cup of coffee or tea, and sit back and relax. These are all, you know, Siway inspired, magical inspired, witchcraft and whatnot. So let's see what kind of readings come out. The song that I had on pre-shuffle, I giggled at. I've never heard it before in my life, but I was laughing. For those of you who know me personally, you'll probably giggle along with me and know why. The song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards together, it's called Small Town Witch. Small Town Witch by Mercy Rains. Now, Mercy Rains, I know as an artist. She's got great music, and it is very witch-like. But some of the words, some of the lyrics to this is, brows go up as she walks by. They can tell she ain't their kind. What she hiding must be sin. And it's funny, I live in Sin City. Run, run, it's the small town witch. Lock up all the kids, don't want them ending up amiss. And then they're hysterical. She's tearing through town, living her own way. How dare her? They want to take her to the river to lay. So basically, like she's talking about, you know, a woman, a small town witch, you know, a woman from a small town that comes out of nowhere, right? And everybody raises their brows when she walks by, and she doesn't have the same beliefs as them. So they all whisper behind her back and they say, she must be sin. And then, you know, is talking about like how the town is hysterical. And, okay, so she's saying like, the town is hysterical because they're all making assumptions because she lives her own way, right? And but then they want to take her to the river to lay, you know, and to lay, it can be two different types of ways there. Lay for dead, like underwater, right? Unalive. Because they just don't believe her beliefs. Like this is like the old scenario of, you know, how people viewed witches back in the day. And then it goes on to say, and send your prayer, because they're trying to take her to the river to lay, and send your prayers. You'll be needing them. Try to sink me down, and I'll be coming up again. So it's talking about how people are trying to make a witch lie down, you know, put a witch under, and she's basically saying, you try this one more time on me, and, you know, I'll be coming up again. So that's the energy going into the reading. We will see what comes out in the cards. So it's not a shirt, it's a whole outfit. But yes. Thank you, Andre. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was making jokes earlier, and I don't want, if the comments start to get vulgar or whatever, I will be shutting them off. But I was joking that I was bringing out the boobies. Ha ha ha. Okay, but we are here for tarot tonight, guys. And be careful when you screw around with a witch. Karma, I'm just saying. Okay, what do we have for our general collective on Highway Halloween 2024, please? What is it that the general collective needs to know? Calling in our spirits for higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good, so mote it be. Gabe, you need to get out of here with that shit, or I will block you. This is not the place for it, nor is it the time, brother. All right, what do we have? General collective. Secrets of the Witch by Lucy Cavendish. She is wonderful. Okay. The Witch's Wand is what fell face up. We did have a second one face down. I will read them both. Okay, so the first one, the Witch's Wand. The witch is waving her magical willow wand over you this day. Use its power to soothe your mind, focus your will, and mend your heartache. Feel the change within you this day. It's interesting. I have a wand, and it is also with willow. And that was just by coincidence. Then we also have divine magic. You are a part of nature, an embodiment of the divine in human form, and your humanity is sacred. Know that you were born of Mother Earth, that you belong here, and she embraces you. You will return to her and transform once again. So, if you don't have a wand and you're interested in magic, I do suggest getting one. And then underneath the deck is you are the source. And this is probably one of my favorite messages in this deck. The witch wants you to know that you are the source of true magic and beauty. Your every step a ritual, your every word a spell. Heed all you do and watch the magic unfold. Be very, very, very intentional with the words that you say, because words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. It's magic. What you say becomes energy. When you put it out there, that energy then transforms into a manifestation. So be careful what you say. All right, what do we have for our general collective? We're going to start with tarot. I said I was going to start with oracle, but no. We're going to start with tarot. What do we have for our general collective? Oh, thank you, Andre. And yes, please keep it respectful. All right. General collective. What do we have? What do they need to know? I'm getting 4, so I'm going to pull 4 cards. Underneath the deck, we've got the Empress. That's who we're dealing with, an Empress. Now, this is Taurus, Libra energy, so you could have it strong in your chart or be dealing with somebody who does. And this is somebody who, she's very majestic, very wise, very regal. She's very balanced because she's got all elements within her. Anything she touches turns to gold. She's very successful and can handle many things with ease. So she's also very energetic, very positive. It's a great energy to have when upright. So either you're an Empress or you could be dealing with an Empress. Let's get 3 cards for the general collective, please. This is somebody who's looked upon favorably. We've got the Queen of Cups. So she could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or you could be dealing with somebody who does or have that somewhere in your chart. The Queen of Cups is a mother-like energy. She wears her heart on her sleeve. She's very mystical, very magical. She's very loyal, honest, truthful, devoted, caring. That is what those are the energy and the embodiment of the Queen of Cups. She can also be very emotional because that's what cups are about, is emotions, water energy. What else do we have, Spirit? What does the general collective need to know? This could be the small town witch, right? Then we have the 8 of Pentacles. This is somebody who is a master at what they do. This is somebody who is hard at work. Sorry about the glare there, guys. But this is somebody who works very hard at what they do, and they're very good when they do that, when they do it, right? Pentacles are all about money, pentacles, coins. And so like this is, you know, what a person does for work or what they do for passion that can be used towards work, right? What else do we have for Saiwei? I love doing these lives because at least it's like in person, you guys can see, you know, one-on-one. So then we've got the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords is an ending. Something is ended. Something is going to be ending. Cut off, not coming back. It's done. It's over. Now, swords are all about communication. This is air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But it's like, no, and here's the other thing too. Swords can also represent like legal law. 10 of Swords can sometimes even represent jail. So there could be, for some, I'm getting 2 different storylines here. For some, there could be jail time in the future for somebody. But for others, this ending to something could potentially be jail time for another. I don't know. Let's see. This is why Spirit said 4. What's the 4th card? What's the 4th card? And we're going to be clarifying. 4th card. Thank you. Page of Wands. So, pages are messengers. Ooh, underneath the deck, the devil. What is going on? So we've got a devil energy affecting this storyline. Now, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. But the devil is some type of toxicity, right? It can be toxicity of any kind, guys. It can be, you know, overeating, sex, drugs. It could be over-exercising, not getting enough sleep, like anything that you do too much or too little of, and it becomes toxic in your lifestyle, in your energy. Now, Page of Wands. So, okay, so pages are messengers. They're also younger energies, fire sign energy. This is like Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be though. This is like the beginning of something new. It's so, okay. So there could be a Queen of Cups, someone who's very good at what they do, what they're passionate about, right? How they make their money. But there's some type of an ending, something that they're just not going to go back to with the 10 of Swords. This is what I'm seeing so far in this, right? Then we've got the Page of Wands. Why is she starting something new that she's passionate about? Because that's what wands are about. She's just, you know, like sitting there, you know, happy, ready to get started, right? But it's like sweet and innocent. It's a new beginning of some sort. But underneath the deck, it's like the type of energy, again, could be dealing with a Capricorn and or some kind of toxicity is affecting the storyline. We're going to clarify and see. So I just got something really surprising. There could be a younger child energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, potentially. That there may be like an ending to. Unfortunately. That's not for everyone, obviously. But for many of you, I feel like it's like a new innocent start, a new innocent beginning. There's going to be some new start, some new beginning coming in. Underneath the deck, the energy going into the clarification is the Four of Wands. This is about stability, house, home, foundation. You know, it's also twin flame energy, the 1111 card for some readers. It's about being ready for the opportunity that you've worked for. So I feel like there is something coming in for a hardworking, feminine energy, mother-like energy. Like there is something good coming in. It's all about celebration, stability, home, rest, cleverness, milestones, right? What is the Queen of Cups? Who is the Queen of Cups? What do we need to know? It's the Six of Swords. So this is Aquarius energy, air sign. This is moving from problems and being mindful of what you take from it. So there could have been some like turbulent water, some rough water, some hard times. And it's like smoother communication right now. Or you're moving towards smoother communication, responsibility, harmony, alignment, healing, and empathy. It's like a transition. Somebody's transitioning. And I don't mean like in a physical sense. I just mean like, you know, transit. It could be from one job to the other, from one position to the next, anything like that. Then we've got the Eight of Pentacles. What is the Eight of Pentacles? What is the Eight of Pentacles, please, for this energy? Then we have the Page of Cups. Don't let your emotions get in the way. So, again, pages are messengers. They're also younger energies. There's a certain sweetness about this, gentle intuition. It's about balancing your priorities when you're making your choices. Somebody could be making choices, working really hard and making choices because of a younger child. She's a mother. Like, it's Queen of Cups. She could be a mom, so you could be a mom or be dealing with a mother-like energy. And the choices that she's making, the hard work that she's putting in, which is becoming easier for her as she masters herself, but it's for her children. Don't let your emotions get in the way. Okay. I'm feeling like big boss energy. And yeah, don't let your emotions get in the way if you're trying to be boss, right? Although the best bosses are also empathetic, right? They have feelings. And that's why I love the Queen of Cups. Ten of Swords, please. What is the Ten of Swords? Ace of Cups. Now, what I love about this. So I said the Ten of Swords is an ending. It's like, it's over, right? It's not coming back, but that's a good thing. Tens are endings, but they're also beginnings because 1 plus 0 equals 1. What is a 1? That's an Ace of Cups, okay? Ace. Aces are gifts from the universe. And cups are feelings and emotions. And this, you know, brings in new beginnings, new friendships, new relationships. This could be like new love. It could be a new job that you love. So it's like about new beginnings and inspiration, enlightenment. It's about opening up your heart so you can receive all of the emotions around you, right? Beauty, pleasure, even self-love, love of self, you know, starting to see the value in oneself. And I love that. Like, somebody is cutting out any negative feelings, that's what's being cut out. Toxicity. Cutting out bad feelings of the past. Because you've got this new beginning. It could be a new beginning, new romance, new something, but it's right in front of you. What's the Page of Wands? What's the Page of Wands? You guys. First off, underneath the deck was the Ten of Cups. And so that was when I was shuffling it, right? Ten of Cups is happy home, happy life, happy wife. This is what like everybody's wanting to obtain, right? So we've got Ace of Cups, then we have Ace of Wands. Clarifying the Page of Wands. So I was saying earlier that Page of Wands, this is like a beautiful new beginning to something. Not only is it beautiful and innocent, but it's also passionate. This is a passionate, new, beautiful beginning to something that you're about to embark upon. Now, like, and the Ace of Wands talks about take action on your ideas. It's the will to create. It's energy. It's inspiration, creation, and force, right? Also, new beginnings. You could have one huge new beginning or multiple new beginnings, because like it's a great sign just to get one ace from in a reading. You know, that's a gift from the universe. You've got two laying here, right? Underneath the deck, we've got the Queen of Wands. Now this is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. You can always call on your own natural confidence. She's about warmth, passion, enthusiasm, determination, adaptable, steady force, independence. It's like form, foundations, control. She also deals with organizations. What I love about her, I love a lot of things about her. She could be single. She could be, you know, with a king or whatever, but she doesn't need anybody. She's very independent. Very passionate about what she does. She could have a cat. There's a cat in the picture. That's why. She's also the witch. You know, she's a witch. And witches are not bad. Okay. It's just like raising a bulldog, you know, they're not, or a pit bull, you know, they're not bad unless you make them that way. Right. Same thing with a witch. But she has like just this natural confidence. Now, whether she's dealing with the devil, she could be dealing with some toxicities, whether it's, you know, it can even be like self-confidence, you know, somebody who's like fighting with their own self-confidence. But that's why this message with her is you can always call on your own natural confidence, right? That's a message for someone. But what I'm seeing here is somebody who's somebody, feminine energy more than likely, right? Queen of Cups, has water in her chart, moving away from problems and being mindful from the lessons that she brought with her, that she took from that situation, right? Working really hard to provide for her family, ending situations that, you know, I keep on hearing F shit, like fuck shit in my head, like F shit situations, right? And starting like this new beginning, a new beautiful beginning that's going to be passionate and innocent and you know, full of, you know, happiness. It's like what she wants to do, what makes her feel good, because that's what the wands are, feel good energy, right? Now, for some of you, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. I don't know. For others of you, you're just going to be in this like passionate Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups energy. Let's get some clarification with the De de Morte Oracle, please. I keep on forgetting to like look up at the comments, so they were purged yesterday to make room for what's coming. Yes, good, good. This is the time for it. Underneath the deck, oh, who just had this card? I think this was in the Scorpio reading. Again, for those of you just popping on, so this is a general collective reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody because it's meant for everyone, right? So if you want more of a personal, well, it's not personalized, but go check out your signs, your sun signs. I just completed all of the Halloween Day of the Dead readings, and so make sure that you go back and read those readings as well, because you're going to get bits and pieces here. But this was in the Scorpio reading, and I know it was in somebody else's too. Underneath the deck, we've got number 20. This is fraternity. Okay, this is the fraternity card. And so what this is about, fraternities and sororities, you know, they're all about, you know, working together in groups, and it's like close-knit, almost like families, right? You live, eat, work, breathe together, like all the things, right? But the thing is about some of those sororities and fraternities is, you know, the whole hazing thing when they start at the beginning of the school year or whatever, and it's called hazing. It's like to prove your loyalty, your dedication to a group or whatever. You know, it's been deemed like illegal in many places, in many states, you know, to do many of these hazing rituals and things, because they can be dangerous and quite honestly kind of like toxic, right? But at the same time, this card also, so what I'm saying and trying to describe is there is a toxic side to the fraternity, right? Where it can be people that are, you know, gang up and do toxic things to a person just to try to get them to prove themselves, when you really shouldn't have to prove that much if you're already doing the work, right? There's an element of that that'll affect the spread, that's underlying energy. But this fraternity card also talks about shaking hands with all the right people, okay? Don't shake hands with the wrong people, the toxic people. Shake hands with the right people and work with those groups. Top of the deck, we've got number 9. And I'm not sure what this card means, so we're going to read it real quick. Okay, so So, advice of the dead for fraternity: approach your work and your actions in a state of socialness and solidarity, perhaps starting collaborations with those you trust. So that's, you know, looking at the spread too, seeing this is, you know, somebody is starting like this new beginning, new start to something. It's this Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. It could be like, so you could be working with people with water energy and fire energy. But it needs to be people that you trust. And then, let's see, number 9. Tlaloc, who's the god of rain and fertility. He's benevolent and indulgent towards the prayers. Let's see. And sacrifices that are offered to him. But he was still worshipped with fear, because although he watered the fields and gave prolificy with one hand, he could cause floods and droughts and summon lightning with the other. What's interesting, I think Pisces or Aquarius just got this in their reading too. And what this means is pay attention and weigh the forces that you wish to put into play, because they are like water. It can irrigate, but in excess, it can cause floods, and in absence, it can cause drought. So it's like, whatever it is that you're about to do or begin or start or maybe collaborate on, careful about how much energy you put towards it. Because if you put too much energy, it could, you know, flood everything, right? If you don't put enough, it could dry up and fizzle away, you know? You want to work on putting just the right amount so that, you know, it irrigates the project or the person properly and allows it to flourish on its own, in its own natural time, right? So that's what that's talking about there. And again, and that's just making sure that you're working with the right people, shaking hands with the right people, that you've got the right people for the job, so to speak, right? Right. Oh yeah, the Leo reading. Girl, that Leo reading, that even shocked me. And I mean, I only have like Leo in my 10th house, I think it is. Okay, what do we got? This is a brand new deck. I don't think I've even used it yet on a public reading. So it's called the Urbana Witch Oracle. So I wanted to use that for this deck, or for this reading. I told you guys we're going to be here for a minute because I've got a whole bunch of oracle and stuff. So I'm just going through the cards and you're just chilling with me. Okay, so underneath the deck, we've got the apple tree. Apples. Apples are a sign of abundance. Also, when you slice an apple in half, it has that little pentagram, the star with the seeds. Very witchy. And then we have the Fae. So, the Fae, who are tricksters. If you don't know anything about the Fae, I suggest you look it up. And then the apple tree. So we're going to read this. The Fae and the apple tree. I'm going to have to find them because none of these are marked. So yeah, Fae, I'll tell you what, they're tricky. They're very specific. The Fae are who are responsible for when you misplace things, right? When you can't find something and then it appears right in front of you, that's the Fae. Okay, 35. Somebody could be 35 years old. The apple tree. Where's the apple tree? And 30. Somebody could be 30 years old. Somebody could be 35 years old. So the apple tree. This is underlying energy. The apple tree brings beauty into the world. Its fluffy, soft pink and white flowers that open in spring are like an invitation to believe in fairies. So now these cards are connected. The apple was the fruit symbol of Avalon, the island among the mists, home to the priestesses, including Fairy Morgana. Slice the apple horizontally, and you'll find a star of seeds at its core. You guys, I swear to God, I said that. I've never read this. Symbolizing the 4 elements in the spirit, which is earth, air, fire, water, spirit. So the pentagram, right? Getting this card means that for you, it is time to receive beauty. Go look for it, and when you find it, open your heart and get intoxicated. So, apple cider is delicious. Even the alcoholic kind, just saying. Okay, and then the Fae, the fairies. The fairies that inhabit the forest differ markedly from those portrayed in Disney stories. They are more akin to those of fairy tales, beautiful or frightening creatures, emanations of the natural spirits of the woods. The card you've drawn connects you to this type of energy, this unbridled wildness that you need today. Nature's desire, the leaves with their rustling, the oak that houses the squirrel, and the fairy that watches you at dusk, dressed in horizon blue, all answer your question. So I know that sounds confusing and tricky because that's what the fairies are to me, are confusing and tricky. But some of you may have gotten something from that. Like I said, that's a new oracle. I've got to play with that more. Okay, what else do we have for our general collective, please? What do we have for the general collective? Somebody is birthing a new idea. Like as I'm looking at this, okay, I just want to show you this. This is why I do the tarot at the beginning, so then I can sit here and just look at it as the oracle are all coming out. This dude right here, the little page of wands, he's sitting on that swing, just sitting there thinking, energetically working and thinking of an idea, right? And that's this passionate new beginning. But the scroll that he's like holding this, that's the idea. And he wants to put it into action. Take action on your ideas. That's what he's holding. So the message here is something, something's ending, but with that ending, it's the blossoming of something new. It's this idea that needs action to be put forth. So, okay. General collective, please. Okay. Underneath the deck, we've got St. John's wort, dispirited. Now, this is underlying energy, and I do feel strongly that this is the energy that some of us are coming, that most of us are coming off of. Dispirited. It's just like you feel like you had the gusto, the pizzazz, you know, everything that like once lit your fire just kind of went poof, you know, and you're just feeling real recently. That's because the energies and all of the retrogrades that we've been experiencing through this entire month of October has taken out of most of us, right? And all of that is about to change over as we move Pluto into Aquarius, is it? Yeah, Pluto into Aquarius. And that's going to be coming up mid-November. So the energy is changing and we're starting to get like our zest back, right? But many of us could have been feeling dispirited. St. John's wort is a great natural herb that you can use over the counter that helps lift your mood, boost your spirits, right? Now, I am not a doctor of any sort. So make sure to consult with your physician or whatever if you need to. But you can get the stuff like at Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, whatever. St. John's wort helps boost your mood. And then we've got rosemary, memories. This was on top of the deck right before I shuffled because I thought that I had shuffled and I needed to shuffle again. So this came out. What's interesting is I just took a spiritual shower today with rosemary in my water. So this is all about memories, fond memories of the past, but also memories can be bad too. Those memories though are meant to serve as a reminder of things that you need to know. It's in your memory for a reason. Okay, let's see. We'll read St. John's wort real quick. Crushed, depressed, and feeling down, rely on me to lift that frown. Enthusiasm's too subdued, I'll restore and boost your mood. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. So a bitter disappointment has left you disheartened, and you just can't seem to shake off the blues. Ooh, okay, so that Fae thing talked about being in blue. So when optimism is discouraged, you'll find it hard not to feel demoralized, which has invited in a gloomy outlook as well as a few sleepless and worrisome nights. However, all is not lost. When your hope has been shattered and you're feeling downright miserable, just reach for my bright yellow flowers to restore your former sunny disposition. The effectiveness of my antidepressant properties will cheer you up in no time, and soon your natural sparkle will return to you in full. As I spirit away any feelings of guilt and lack of self-worth, take care not to tread on me, or a Fae horse may steal you away. Okay, you guys, completely different deck, and that's now like the third reference to the Fae. For those of you paying attention to this and still watching at this point, you need to pay attention to the Fae. Like, for real. This is so funny. Okay. Drink me as a tea to soothe rheumatism, neuralgia, and the symptoms of menopause, or place me in the garden and I'll attract the bees to color up your life as you begin to blossom again. Now, I will say in several of my readings from this last batch, there were a lot of signs that were coming out of a period of like this dispiritedness, right? And it's just, again, it's the energetic timeline that we're on. It affects all signs. And just know that like that those times are turning around. This is just like an ebb and flow of energy. We're going to get through it, and you know, there's highs and lows to everything. We're just riding the waves. So rosemary, memories. Delve into the distant past, memories made meant to last. I'll raise vibes from lethargy and purify your energy. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. And before I even read it, I also happen to know that rosemary is meant, it does bring energy into your life. So this just said that. I was like, that's why. So if you're feeling dispirited, reach for St. John's wort, but you can also reach for rosemary too, which is funny. I used it in my shower today, and then I was like all energetic again, right? So echoes of your distant past sound all around when you find me growing nearby. Remembering those special moments remind you of who you've been and how far you've come. Messages from long ago evoke sweet recollections that play out as visions in your imagination and embrace your heart with warm feelings of memorable love. However, old memories that haunt your dreams and invade your thoughts remind you of the darker times that you'd rather forget. Hold me in meditation or spend time with me in the kitchen, for my purification properties will dislodge the heavy and unpleasant energies that have been hanging around as of late. Use the cleansing smoke of my dried leaves or add a strong rosemary infusion to the bath to banish toxic vibes, for I am a powerful, energetic purifier. The magic of how you once felt will return as you transcend forward into your destiny. So for those of you watching, reach for some rosemary. If you are feeling dispirited, St. John's wort works, but rosemary, you can use it in a diffuser, you can use it in your food, hair tonic. It just smells good, right? And it makes you feel like you're in a spa. That's what I love about it. Okay, so now I'll go dark than light, light than dark. Okay, let's get into this. What else do we have for our general collective? Thank you guys for still being here with me. Make sure that you visit the channel, like, share, subscribe. And if any of this resonates, make sure you drop a comment in the comments below. All right, and happy Halloween. Happy Samhain, everybody, as we sesh together. All right, underneath the deck, we've got number 23, intuition. She's looking at her third eye right there. Intuition. So you hold the answers, you know the truths. Ancient ones await behind the doors of the mind. So this is you using your intuition, your third eye, your, oh my God, your sense of knowing. And I was just about to say, because you're wise, right? Then we've got number 27, the owl. It's all about being wise. So 23 and 27 could be significant. It could be somebody's birthday. My birthday is the 27th. It could be a significant day of the month. It could be a significant age. It could be 2 + 3 = 5. 5 is about change of direction, and there is a change of direction in this spread. 2 + 7 is 9. 9s are about, it's wounded warrior energy, but also the wounded warrior is very wise because they've been through the trenches, the ups, the downs, the ebbs, the flows, the ins, the outs, right? And they use that information, They use that information and those experiences, you know, to move forward courageously, you know, and to get the job done, right? Also, 9s are about wish fulfillment as well. So let's read this. There's owl. Okay, so keywords, underlying energy, feeling, inner sight, and visualization. So this is like visualizing the work that you want to see done. Intuition is one of your superpowers that you come into this life with to help you navigate the human experience. Intuition is something that you feel rather than think or see and cannot be perceived with the rational mind. Within those feelings, you will find answers for everything from what to eat to whether you should go on that date to who you can trust. Your intuition, I can't even talk. Your intuition is always on 100%, offering you wisdom and guidance in the form of how you feel. You are being asked to develop your second sight further when you are holding the intuition card. You must learn to navigate the world through your spiritual GPS rather than relying on your rational mind to show you the way. The ego plays an impromptu role, but should be guided by your intuition of the higher self. The ego and your intuition should work together to help you approach life through both logic and feeling. There is nothing in this life that can be accomplished with one or the other. Your intuition is your driver, your ego is the car. Both are needed to get you to the destination. So then let's look at owl, which is knowledge and observer. There is no witch or Sai without the mention of owls. And we're on Sai mentioning owls, just saying. So owls are majestic creatures, often known as old souls, that have fantastic sight and the ability to turn their heads 270 degrees. The energy is one of vast knowledge and observation. They sit in silence, carefully watching their surroundings for their prey. They do not need to search for what they seek endlessly, as they know that what they seek will soon come to them. Owl has called because you are one of the great keepers of wisdom, even if you don't know it yet. You have knowledge and experience that others need. You have something to share with the world, a voice that must be heard and healing that must be shared. This is a natural path for you, and as the saying goes, when the teacher is ready, the student will appear. You are being asked to expand your spiritual knowledge in the realm of the owl, the night. Some quiet messages and signs wait for you in the unknown void where the light is not present. This message is amplified. Okay, if you've pulled darkness, we haven't, but do not be afraid of what you cannot see. Trust in your other senses to pick up the load when your eyes are not enough. Beautiful. Give me 1 second. All right, open the door. Okay, sorry. My daughter's coming home from trick or treat, so. Okay, so let's get Making Magic Oracle. Did you bring me candy?
I forgot my bag as literally as soon as I left.
She didn't bring me candy, y'all.
Sorry.
She didn't bring me candy on Halloween.
But I'll bring you candy in the morning when Dwight gives it to me in the morning.
Okay, I get extra candy tax, extra parent tax for that.
Okay, that's fair. Good night, all. Happy Halloween, guys.
Ah, kids. She's too old to be trick-or-treating anyway. Okay, what do we have for our general collective, please? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good. How many of you guys still have kids that go out trick-or-treating and bring you back candy? You can drop that in the comments. Okay, top of the deck, we've got Felix Felicius. So it's card number 35. So there's that number 35 again. We pulled that somewhere, or that was on page 35. A power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. Now, serendipity is one of my favorite words. But this is the Felix Felicius power symbol. Felix Felicius, number 35. Now, what's interesting, 3 plus 5 equals 8. And this is an 8-year. Thanks. Just set it down, please. This is an 8-year, 2024. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. Okay, and when you turn an 8 on its side, it's the infinity symbol. This year is a year of karma. It's basically what goes around comes around. What was done in the past will come to fruition now. What energy we put in now will come to fruition later. So pay attention to that. You know, and this being a power symbol and represented by number 35, 3 plus 5 is 8, very powerful year that we're talking about. Underneath the deck, we've got prosperity. That's why, because we're talking about prosperity. We've a prosperous business with riches and success. I feel like this is what somebody's manifesting. So I like it. I like it a lot. Now let's pull Divination of the Ancients. What do we have for the general collective for Divination of the Ancients, please, spirits? Yeah, I really feel like, because I see a lot of wands here. I don't see a ton of pentacles. Well, yeah, there are pentacles, 8 of pentacles. So I do feel very heavily that many of you are like focused on your work, you know, on your work and business. Some of you may be ending something and like going towards a completely new line of work or something that you're more passionate about. I'm seeing that you're more passionate about it. right? But it could also be a person. Underneath the deck, we've got crystal ball, clarity. And that's why you're here. You're looking to seek clarity, right? Be easy if we all just had a crystal ball that gave us all the answers, right? But this is why we seek clarity. And phrenology, for certainty. Somebody's looking for clarity and certainty, which is, you know, why we, again, use divination. This is why we, you know, speak to our spirits, you know, talk to the other side for certainty and clarity. So let's look up crystal ball. Your wish to grow and move ahead has been heard, and the universe awaits your further instructions. You may think that you know what you want at this time, but are unsure of how to ask for it or exactly what it is that you should ask for. Remember, if your thinking is muddled, the universe cannot give you a clear response. This card comes to remind you that you must be absolutely crystal clear about what it is that you actually desire in order to bring it about. This is the foundation of the art of manifestation. Take time out to focus on the subject of your inquiry. At this time, clarity seeks you out and asks, what is it that you really want to know? So, and it's interesting because then it also says, be conscious of every word that you speak and each thought that you think. Concentrate on honing your own special talents and interests. A clear sign will soon present itself in answer to your question. Be sure to keep on full alert. And I was saying earlier, words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. Be very careful, very intentful. Is that a word? On on what it is that you say and how you say it, because that is what comes to fruition, right? Then phrenology. Certainty. If your days are filled with aimless activity and your head is filled with pointless internal chatter and inconsistent plans, stop a while and turn down the volume. When you give into rest and silence, okay, where did we have that? I thought we had that somewhere. Going to rest in silence, right? Oh, that was in another reading, sorry. When you give into rest and silence, you are more likely to hear the information your guides are trying to give you. As you try to ascertain what you should or should not do, use your own head rather than accepting the first piece of advice you're given. Think logically, as it's time to rely on good old-fashioned common sense. Stability in your life is required, so make concrete plans. Seek expert advice and research carefully what you need to know to be certain about your next move. If you do so, the outcome will be successful without a doubt. So practice meditation to quiet your mind. Prayer will also help you to know. Retreat, monitor your thoughts carefully, listen to your guides. Don't dive straight into a situation like knee-jerk reactions, right? Make sure that you're certain of all the facts. Certainty will prevail. All right, guys, and we are down to the very last oracle of the night. 55, magic underneath the deck. So change of direction. And again, if any of this brings you insight, clarity, or answers, please make sure to drop a comment in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. If any of you wants to drop a donation or to help the channel grow, or shoot me a cup of coffee or for candy that my kid didn't bring me home from trick-or-treat. I'm just kidding. I have all of those links in the description below this video. Also, if you guys are interested in a personal reading, I have all of that information. So underneath the deck, we have got Pharmakeia. Ooh, I like this. This is the knowledge card. So this is number 34, and it's very interesting. So it's got like plant medicine on the back of it. Nothing specific that I can point out, but knowledge. This is talking about knowledge of plants, knowledge of plant medicine. In witchcraft, it's being like a green witch, or knowing the different plants and species and things that health benefits of each one. It's important, you know, so you're not taking poison, right? Some of you could work in the plant medicine industry. I mean, I am the Cannastrologer, so the cannabis industry. And then we've got 10, Analia of the sea, emotions. Okay, this is very heavy water sign energy, and we started out with water sign energy, so many of you could have that somewhere strong in your chart. It's a 10 again, so we're talking about endings and beginnings. But this is about, this talks about, you know, exercising your emotions, being open with your emotions, knowing when to use your emotions. Okay, 34. The witches of old applied wisdom devised from the knowledge of plants that could either kill or cure. This brought about their notoriety as the first great sorcerers. These gifts of sorceress powers are often linked back to Hecate and her role as queen of the witches. To be wise is to apply knowledge with reason. Don't assume that because you know something to be true for you, that it will be universally true for everyone else. Hone your skills, play your strengths, learn, and question. You guys, one thing I've learned in life is question everything. All right, and then number 10. Analia of the sea, emotions. Analia's cleansing waters can help you heal from trauma and clear out emotional baggage. Surrender anything that does not serve you to the depths and don't look back. Work with this oceanic aspect through dreams, guided meditation, and intuition, exploring the untapped depths of your psyche. Beneath the tranquil surface of the ocean lies the tumultuous depths of feeling and emotion. Analia is both free-flowing and crushing despair. Don't be afraid to get wet. Take a deep breath and dive into feeling. So there's a lot of like water energy, like water element cards, like this one up here, this god of the water god, you know, and that's what this is talking. So you could be, and again, this is just a general reading. So you could have, you know, water sign energy or water, any of the water signs in your birth chart, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Or, you know, this is just talking about emotions and feelings. And many of you are learning how to let go and or control your emotions a little bit better in order for you to, you know, be able to move forward in new ventures, new career paths, you know, rising to power, you know, taking on bigger more creative endeavors. And also, you know, for others of you, or, you know, combined, also, it's like using your wisdom and your intuition to find clarity and certainty in a project and a person and a relationship and partnership too, big time, before moving forward towards, you know, a project that ultimately ends in prosperity. So I like it. You know, I know that there's a lot and it covers a lot, but thank you guys so much. If any of this brought you clarity, insight, or answers, please make sure to drop a comment in the comments below. 11:11 on the clock. So go check that out. And yeah, as you know, it's together we grow. I always appreciate sharing this time, energy, and you know, the time that we share together. Sorry, I'm getting downloads as I'm talking, and I'm like trying to like make sure that I covered it all. But yeah, I always love sharing this time and energy with you, and I look forward to reading for you again in the very near future. Make sure that you check out the channel for your sun, moon, rising, Mars, sun, moon, rising, Mars, and Venus. I can't talk. And I will see you guys on the flip side. I hope that you have a very happy Sideway, and you guys stay safe, and I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.